Over to you, Franklin.
Okay. Hello, guys. Can you guys hear me? All right. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys. All right. Can you all see the screen? Okay. Today I'm going to be presenting AI for instant quoting, helping small scale construction business, and this is a strategy to innovation and efficiency. Just like my brother Olutoyin spoke on also this same project. So first of all, I'm going to start with the introduction, the importance of cost estimation. This is critical for budgeting, project planning, and client satisfaction. So basically, construction industry is an essential to the development of every country. You understand, and in economically and other aspect of a country. So innovating and optimizing
Sorry,
the
Franklin.
construction.
If
Yeah.
you're trying to share your screen, we can't see it.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see it now? Hold on. Okay. Can you guys see the screen now? All right. All right. So for 1 minute. All right. For introduction, importance of cost estimation and critically is critical for budgeting, like I said earlier, and project planning and client satisfaction. And also challenges for small businesses in construction, limited resources, and the manual quoting method and time constraint, because most construction businesses would rather prefer uh, using more of their time in being productive and actually doing their construction work than spending a lot of time in the quoting and giving the quote for creating a quote for a customer, like I said. Because for me, I've had let's say more than 5 years experience in construction industry, carpentry to be precise. So one of the challenges the company I worked for back then was one of the difficult part is quoting for customers, because most of the time you you make a quote and it's either above the cost, or when the risky part is the quoting being like below the cost of the project. For example, you make a quote, or you're making a construction of, let's say, $1,000, and you made a mistake of quoting below, underquoting the project. Then actualizing the project is now a difficult task, because you don't go back to a customer and telling them that, okay, I made a mistake. I was supposed to tell you the price is this. Then now I made a mistake. We have to increase the price again. Then it's likely that the project will be withdrawn from the business, which is a really big problem. And then now the role of AI, it automates quoting. Now here is where we're going to use the AI to automate quoting, enhances accuracy, reduce human error, and save time for small businesses in construction. So the next one. research objectives. Here are the research objectives, like what we are researching, what we want to achieve in this research is to analyze challenges, like to identify the inefficiency in current cost estimation practices, then develop framework, create an AI-powered system tailored for small businesses. This is specifically for small businesses, not like the bigger construction business. At least we start from the smaller business where we can manage all the, like, you can easily get most of the data. You understand? And assess impact, measure improvements in quoting speed, accuracy, and business growth. So the next one is the research question, the question that we have to, while we are doing this AI for instant quoting, the question we need to ask is, do business currently perform cost estimation? Which AI are best suited for instant quoting? Because like we all know, we have different AI that, and we need to choose the perfect one for this project. And what are existing, what are the exits for adopting AI, and how can they be addressed? And this basically the question that this research question basically like the SWOT analysis, uh, for basically like the strengths, the weakness, the opportunity, and the threats that we're going to face during this project, and we have to maximize and use all the whole possible means to achieve it using SWOT analysis. So the next one is the literature review. Growing AI used in construction, project management, material optimization, inefficiency in traditional quoting methods, benefits, speed, accuracy, competitiveness. Then the last one is challenges, data quality, cost, resistant to change. You understand? These are our literature review highlight, what we'll be looking into. Then the next one is implementation and testing, the way we're going to implement and how we're going to go about the whole project, developing and training AI algorithms, just like Mr. Emmanuel said. AI is something you have to train it like a kid. We are going to develop an AI and train it based on the algorithm, the prices of the materials, the whole uh, project. You understand? And also testing for accuracy and reliability, and also continuous optimization. And not just creating it, we have to continue to optimize it, to improve it, so that it will be much easier and effective and more accurate for the small construction businesses. So the next one is the recommendations, like invest in AI training for the employee, just like Mr. Olutoyin said. We invest in training for the employees, the small business, construction business owners can train their employees, not specifically all the employees, but the employees in charge of the quoting, essentially in quoting department of a small construction business, and start a hybrid system of manual and AI to cross-check the result of the AI. So we also have to do like a type of a manual just for the first is that to get and to make sure that the AI is working according to what is being taxed to do. So gradually scale AI capability, like from manual and combining the manual, the hybrid, the manual and the AI together. Then gradually we upscale it while we are getting confident with the work of the AI. We scale the capability. So the future research direction, like this research, the future, like what where I envision the research to go towards is enhancing models with real-time market data, like getting the data from the real-time, like obviously Google has most of the data like on the web, and also integrating it into the AI, and also make like training the AI also and getting all the data intact, and integration with project management too, because there are a lot of project management tools like many companies use to manage their projects. So we have to integrate it with the project management to get everything in order and accurate. And scaling solutions for medium-sized business. So initially, we have to start with the small business. So we can be able to manage the little data we can get from the small business. Then for the future, when we are now perfect with the small scale for the small scale business, we can move to the medium sized business. You understand? Then when we after moving we can also move to the large size business for this whole project, for this whole research, to optimize and like imagine what we can do in the future. And like I always said, like the sky is the limit, what you can achieve with AI. So the next one is my conclusion is AI-powered quoting is a game changer for small construction firms, not just for small construction firms, for large construction firms. When we have perfected our AI app for the small construction firms, then we can upscale it to other like to large and medium construction firms. So offers improved accuracy, speed, and competitiveness. This AI is going to bring like accuracy for small scale business for small scale businesses that use it. Like imagine like a customer that requires like a quote for a project that he wants to build, like a house. He wants to build a house. He needs a quote for the cost of everything that is, how much is going to cost to build a house. And a small scale business is like able to come up with the quote within a split of seconds of inputting the data like required from the customer. You understand? So coming up with the price and it's accurate and giving to the customer will be relieved because most of the time, most people they have maybe they have money or they are not sure if it's enough to build up this the project that we want. So talking with the construction companies and the construction companies coming up with the price, the exact price and the quoting of the whole project is going to be like a huge relief for the client and also a good impact for the small construction business to come up with the quoting in split of seconds. So for this project, Icon Smart can lead the way in training and supporting the AI AI for instant quoting. And with Icon Smart, I think it's something that we can achieve and which is variable, like we can achieve it with Icon Smart. So this is where I'm going to end the whole presentation. And thank you for your audience and time. And also for more detailed in presentation, I have a dissertation. Mr. Farid can share the presentation with the team for the dissertation. My dissertation to get a more detailed insight of what I'm talking about. So please, if there's any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Is there any question?
Thank you, sir. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I don't have a question, but I kind of started thinking about like, because yours is it's almost a little bit like similar to what we were talking about before. And I thought what would be really cool is if so with smaller businesses, I know that, like, for example, what they do as well, they're pretty well versed in it. I would say that, like, if they're doing a project, they've kind of learned through trial and error what might happen and potentialities. But what could also maybe be a good marketing point is that to appeal to people who, like what you were saying, want projects done. So say I'm just a mum that has a house and I know I want this thing done, but I don't want to get messed around with my money. So having some kind of app that I could say, this is what I want done, so that I could input that data and it gives me like that rough estimate, so that I make an informed, choice who I'd go with. Because then if I know if someone's maybe um, overpricing what the service actually want. And also what could be quite cool is having some kind of, like, you'd have to probably start in one area, like you wouldn't be able to do it everywhere all at once, but having local, like what we were saying with Bunnings, like that, which is in Australia, it's the biggest place, or like the most, I'd say, used shop for like materials. Like if they had some kind of deal, for example, through, if you have the app and you get an estimate using their materials, you know what I mean, so that you get some kind of discount, that would be really cool as well. So then and then some kind of guarantee, so you've got all the receipts on the app and everything that sort of says, I've got this quote, and this is how long it should last, and then that way it's always there, so you don't lose any of that like later down the line. Do you know what I mean? So if a panel breaks or a tile breaks, I've got everything on there. So I don't know, I feel like maybe that's kind of it could be quite a cool way to appeal more to like masses in that sense of, because I know that a lot of business owners are like smaller guys. I know what they're like as well. Like mentally, they're like, I've got my way of doing things, and that's it, And it's kind of that narrow sense, and they know what they're doing, and sometimes they'll even overcharge a bit so they can keep materials. But I don't know. It's just a cool way to like maybe target it actually more at people that have no idea, just to help them. I think that could be really cool.
I think there's another another type of market area we can channel, another type of target audience for this app. Like customers also can be able to use the app. We can make it like customer friendly also, because most of the time, because in construction businesses, like most of the contractors, most of them are fraudulent, and they, like you said, they will always overprice you and to take the materials and sell the materials or use it for other projects. You understand? So I think the app, if we can make it like a customer friendly app, whereby, for example, you want to make a new kitchen, change the kitchen in your house. So in the app, there are like options, like, okay, kitchen option, kitchen cabinet options. Like you take a measurement of the space you have in your kitchen, then with that input it in the AI, then with that it shows you different types of kitchen where you can choose color. I think this is most architectures, they use this kind of, there's already an app for it. They use
even a picture like Pinterest, so you could use so to show the computer or the AI what it is that you're
something like that. What you want, or you can easily choose, like they show you like with the shape of your kitchen, the AI can develop a model of kitchen. Then you can choose with exact measurement it requires for the cutting of the kitchen cabinet, and the coloring, and then also if it's possible for like we can get data from the big construction markets where they sell like the materials. So it's going to be like something like like let's say AliExpress, whereby they put like the big construction market, they impute their prices of the materials from the nails, the working tools, the board, MDF board, MDF board for construction, everything required to make the kitchen, the prices are going to be listed, and with the AI is going to like from the prices already listed for in the AI app, the AI can automatically create a plan, a budget for you, a quote for you for the project that you want to do. I think it's really a good idea to also integrate customers in using the AI, not just for the construction. So in the terms when we are speaking with a contractor, you can tell them, okay, you just look at what the app is saying, and like, okay, this is the cost, and both of you can be on the same page, can understand can be understood, we can understand each other, like, okay, this is what you want, and this is we can explain to you, okay, if there are some varieties of changes, because during construction there are some like after measurement, taking everything you want when we are in on field, like trying to install, like let's say a kitchen, there's some varieties of inconveniences like that can come up, that that will require some changes. It can happen. So with that, maybe instead of adding like a huge more amount into the quoting, you can, okay, let's say for example, because for me, I've made a budget for like customers. I've like for example, what I normally do is that to avoid uh underquoting like a project, I can just like, okay, if the project is cost $1,000, I can make the project. I can say, okay, I'm going to make the quoting 1,200 or 1,500, just in case if there is an underquoting. And also there are like very lot of price changes here and there. Sometimes the price always increase because of maybe let's say dollar rates changing, increasing or decreasing. So with the material, like in the country, like say Australia, the material, the company that sells the material, with them imputing the cost of material, like updating it while it increases, would actually help a lot for the app to like actualize what it's really meant to do. So I think that's it. So any more questions?
Yeah, I think I'm also interested in the kitchen. So isn't it better to do to go, for instance, in Ghana, a lot of people or clients like to have pre-installed kitchen than a contractor going to the site and taking measurement and then estimating what the material costs. So for the pre-installed kitchen, when I go to the showroom of the manufacturer, there's already an existing materials that they have. So when you come to the site and you do the survey, you put it into some kind of visual diagram, then indicating the sizes and all the connections and the corners and how I want my kitchen. And then when I come to your showroom, you already have pre-installed ones. So you just give me the accurate pricing of what you have. And then I pay straight away. Because in other sense, if you're taking it to a sales perspective, if it costs me 1,000, if I mean it's $1,000 and you are charging me $1,200, the next day or on the second thought, this same client may make another consultation from different manufacturers, and for some reason, your pricing may be somehow maybe higher than the other. Especially if I have pre-installed kitchen and I'm going to charge you for $800, and you are charging me $1,200 for overestimate because for contingency sake.
Inconveniences.
Yeah. So for that matter, I think that's the reason why you are building an AI or developing an AI for cost estimation in terms of accuracy. However, I think if you are taking the AI out of context. Having a pre-installed, develop not to have it physical, but developing it in the
Yeah.
visual based on the past experience helps in better costing or budgeting than estimating individual costs as a fresh start from companies for clients. Sorry.
Okay. Like the thing is that, I wanted about the pre, like the pre, like already made kitchens that are in showrooms where you can go, you see the kitchen and you like it and you take it. So the major problem there is like the size of the kitchen. So for example, now you have like a 4 square, like a little square, small kitchen like in your house, and you go to a showrooms. Okay, obviously there are different sizes, but then bringing the kitchen, buying the kitchen and installing it will require like cutting and readjusting, which is uh, a total like which is a big problem. This is not it's not like let's say so for sofas now, you take a measurement of your sitting room, then you get a sofa that match to the sitting room. And you don't cut the sofas. For kitchen, it's different. And most of the time, this AI is for the one you're talking about is for the ones that do the showrooms and the like the show cabinet of the kitchen in their showroom are like the bigger companies. You understand? So they have the money, they have the capability of producing different kitchen and installing them in the showroom for customer. And also, like I did my work in Cyprus. I learned my carpentry and everything in Cyprus. It's always when the customers come to the showroom, they show him the different kitchens in the showroom, and they don't actually take the kitchen in the showroom to the customer's place. They show him the kitchen. If he likes the way the color of the cabinets, the color of the woods, everything, then they replicate the type of kitchen with new projects in the house with the calculation of the kitchen size and everything. You understand? So where AI helps is that it helps the cost the like the small scale business don't have the enough capacity to build the showroom, because now I first started my own freelance consultant in Cyprus, it was really difficult because now you come to like a customer comes to you and tell you, okay, I have 8 apartments and I want kitchen installed and wardrobes installed in the kitchen everywhere. So instead of of course you take the measurement, then you estimate like the materials, then you need cost, and all this kind of data you do takes a lot of time because you have to budget everything within everything. It takes time, and with this AI, you make it like, okay, how many days you want the work to be done, and how many workers will be needed to achieve it within that day. You understand? This is like how we
Yeah.
want to integrate
Yes.
the AI into it.
Yeah, I don't I think we all speaking the same language. So I was saying that
Yeah,
for small construction business, instead of having a showroom where physically you can have pre-installed kitchen and then you select and then you already know the budget involved, you
yeah,
can build your as a simulation in a visual, like a diagram
yeah,
indicating the dimension of an existing project that you've already executed. So if I take a new measurement of the new client, because I already have an existing estimation that is being done, I'll present the same design onto visual, for instance, and then I'll be able to know sort of cost for it. The only differences that may impact the cost is when and the market material cost has increased, or there must be some
yeah,
changes in the pricing and all that. But then
yeah,
if I know that this one should cost 2,000, and because